Yo, what's up, everybody? So let's talk about it. The light that you see is a headlight. I'm getting ready to head to Walmart to have me some well-deserved gaming time. As you guys know, I gave up my Nintendo DS for food money and money to keep moving forward, because here in America, you gotta wait 90,000 days to get your first check. So why play a video game when you're sweating all day, wiping sweat? Why play a video game when, you got to move forward in life? And this is really my first time in life never having a game. I've always had some type of entertainment via video gaming, but I've told people used to tell me, man, why don't you just sell it and play some games on your phone? And I'd have cussed you out real quick. I don't play games on my phone. I'm not that type of stooge. I like to play, the Nintendo DS. The Nintendo Switch was as far as it could go, because, that's actual, large console games condensed down to a smaller size. So that's why that entertained me more than a cell phone game, because cell phone games obviously are meant for a cell phone. You're not really getting in I don't have an iPhone 57,000. So anyway, going to Walmart to play some games on my phone, post videos, edit videos, just try to get some entertainment, because for the past 2 days I've been very, very, very sick. I do believe that I was alcohol poisoned. I told y'all I found a bottle of Deuce with like a fifth left in it, and I told y'all I don't drink. So when I do put alcohol in my body, it reacts like poison. And I just spent the last 2 days. I tell you, man, I could get through a lot of shit, but the heat just amplifies everything that you're going through times 10. It gets hotter, you're dizzy, and in the back of your mind, like, bro, I remember just a couple months ago in the winter, or when the weather wasn't as bad, that I wasn't acting like this. I mean, you damn near feel like you finna fucking faint out here. So I have spent the last 2 days, just trying to recover, man. I've felt horrible. And if not tomorrow, then the day after, I'll feel back to normal. So let's talk about today. What happened today? Well, I get to work, and I'm getting ready to smoke. One thing about me and the type of weed smoker I am, I'm an old school guy. Okay, so a lot of things that these younger kids find to be taboo, such as smoking, weed exclusively, meaning, how many people do you know that I don't say no, how many people or how many times have y'all been in a place and you just smell weed out of nowhere, like somebody smoking weed, doing valet at the Hilton? You must got one of them little, like, what they call them, THC pens or something. How the hell are you getting away with that? So that's how I behave. You got dispensaries now all over the place. As long as you're not doing something that's just flat out retarded, everybody smoke weed. If somebody was to walk up on you and see you smoking weed, the most they gonna do is say, put that shit out and put it away. And at that point, I'm gonna tell you to kiss in my ass. I don't want to hear that shit. Shut up. So I told y'all the little nigga JJ, he walked past me as I was taking my bowl out and undoing the sack. Here come JJ. He walked out. Yeah, what's up, Charles? What's up, bro? He say, nigga, what you doing? What time you clock in? I told him 4 o'clock. He say, man, what the hell is you doing? I was like, what? Like, what? And he was like, you like smoking right here in the open, literally on the sidewalk of the street. And I was like, yeah, bro, nigga, come on, man, like, that shit don't scare me, bro. And he was like, he thought about it, and he looked up and was like, come on, man. So I go follow the young nigga. Totally went against my plans, because again, I don't feel very well. So the last thing I want to do is be walking, and I'm ready to go inside. So we get to the back alley or whatever, and he's on the phone, talking on the phone, and He rolls a backwood. You know, these kids now, they smoke backwoods. So he tripped out. He was like, how the hell you looking for a Black and Mild after the backwood? I told him, I said, bro, again, man, like I am old school, nigga. Like, I'm not one of these new generation, these niggas that get just blasted high off of one backwood. Like, I'ma always light up a cigarette afterwards. I'ma always light up some type of tobacco after my weed, period. Like, unless I just, you know, there really ain't no. It's like for people that drink beer, they're gonna light a cigarette. You know, you don't really want that same taste in your mouth or whatnot. Now, I have gone periods, I think once in my life, because I was trying to find out what was going on with my headaches, where I quit smoking cigarettes. I was just smoking a blunt, put the blunt out, and roll with it. I didn't know what was causing the headache, so I just cut out cigarettes. But anyway, he rolls up or whatever, and then he wants to try to find out about me and where I come from. He was like, man, I told him I didn't graduate high school, bro, and told him that I had a criminal background and stuff like that that's probably expunged by now, but anyway, still got it. And, he looked at me, he was like, nigga, I could have swore you was like a little nerd or something. Like, I could have swore you wore glasses. And so then I had to ask him, I said, bro, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 20. I said, oh, shit, that's all I need to know. You a little nigga. You know, that's why you annoying me so goddamn much. You a young guy. So I got to have mercy on you now. So that's why everything happens for a reason. And so we get done smoking or whatever. And I ain't smoked the whole thing because I just don't like being stoned like that before work. Especially when, again, I didn't feel good. So I get up, go back inside, of course, start working. And the first problem was that there's this chick. She's anorexic. She suffers from anorexia, ain't no doubt about it. This chick can't tell me that she don't. She's probably 85 pounds, man, like dead ass. Her name is Africa, and she's black, okay? Now, how many times have I made videos about it's normally your own people that get in your way? It's normally your own people that want to try to pull something out of you. Rather, it's like, oh, does that nigga got a secret attitude I don't know about? It's normally your own people that stand in your fucking way. And it's so disgusting, and I get sick and tired of it. So the first little indication where she thought she could bother me was I put some butter, a couple bacon bits, a couple little pieces of chicken, some spinach, mushrooms, green peppers, you know, just like a little hand portion of all this stuff because I was going to make a salad. And no, I was not going to use any of the product, like the actual salads. It was just going to be spinach thrown on top of a bunch of meat. And so I put it in there or whatever. Now, the thing is at Domino's, or really at a lot of restaurants for people who know this, there is some leniency that they give you when it comes to how you eat and how often you eat. Some places, when you first start, they want to be dicks about it. Everybody want to act like they professional and this is half off and, you know, oh man, shut the fuck up, dude. Because it's normally somebody who ruins it for the bunch. They come in there and they making food for their whole entire family. I've seen it. People making whole entire orders for their families. Especially when I worked at Taco Bell, you had guys taking home like loaded nachos and what they call Nacho Bel Grande. They had people making like the large size Nacho Bel Grande, 2 and 3 of them, with slushes and shit. Like, it was crazy. And I knew, see, that's what I was talking about, that I told myself, there's a triple standard for Charles. Charles can't do stuff like that. Charles, that don't mean nothing. Yes, it do, because the day when I told you I was taking food home at the end of the night, the food that gets thrown away, they fired me for that. She said, nah, man, you know, you're not allowed to do that. And I'm like, well, you know, I really do believe, I forgot what the lady name was, but I was like, bro, I really do believe that you're doing this because you have to fire somebody for all the stuff that's been going wrong in here. And because I actually have a personality, you know, it may be distasteful, but it's very distinctful. Like you can distinguish my attitude from everybody else's. You know, I'm the guy that for some reason, when I walk into Walmart, everybody's staring at me. That's just, again, it's all part of being spiritual. So, when I put that on the, on the little foil or whatever, and I slid it in the oven, it comes out. She's like, "What's that? Who's that for?" And I'm like, "It's for me. It's for a salad. It's not gonna be no, the $12 salad that we serve or whatever. It's just a small salad to keep me going." She's like, "Okay, you need to put that in the system." I'm already, again, I don't feel good, so I'm already slow blinking and shit. But she's like, "You need to put that in the system." And I'm like, "Oh my God, here we go with this shit, dude. Like, goddamn well I ain't got no paycheck or whatever. Even if you do know I got a paycheck, who the hell up in here? You had 8 pizza boxes in the back. Did any of them put that shit in the system? No. Did anybody pay for the internet? No." And see, I'm the type of person that when I see you doing wrong, I'ma just la 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 la. Oh, you over there eating a pizza too? Oh, la 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 la. Oh, you over there eating or drinking I don't drink soda. I told y'all I don't drink mainstream soda no more. It got too much sugar in it, way too many calories, and my indigestion will have me. If I eat at 9 o'clock in the morning and drink a Sprite or a Coke, I probably won't be able to eat until probably 6 o'clock in the evening because of my indigestion and stuff. And again, man, that sugar and all them calories, it takes too long to process. So that's the type of person I am. So you really gonna kind of look at yourself like, damn, I did just kind of get in his face about the same shit. Especially if you're younger than me, these people normally start to feel that guilt. That's why JJ did what he did, because I guess somebody alluded to him like, "Yo, man, Charles said you getting on his fucking nerves because you all out of control." So that's why he asked me when we were smoking. He was like, "Charles, did I get on your nerves?" I was like, "Man, you a young dude, bro. You don't get on my nerves. You young, bro. Like, you don't get on my nerves like that. You don't bother me like that as much as you probably think you do. You don't." So he after that, like, she's telling me to put the order in the system and all that, and I'm not doing none of that shit because I got this look on my face like, bro, this is stupid. Like, you go fucking with me, bro. Like, so get ready to leave work, and she's like, "Charles, are you gonna pay for that?" And I'm like, "Nope, I ain't paying for nothing. I ain't got no check yet. What the hell wrong with you?" She was like, "Well, you didn't tell me that." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I that's, once again, here in this sick ass society, I gotta play dumb. Oh, well, sorry about that." Even though I don't give a shit, but I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." Now, I'm sorry I didn't communicate that with you. Had to kiss ass. I told y'all, that's part of being in this rat race known as corporate America. You find yourself doing shit you don't want to do. So I go home, or I clock out or whatever, and I guess she's telling Ed, which is, I guess, the head manager, telling Ed, like, he's making food and he's not doing this, that, and the third. I even told JJ, I said, "Hey, bro, can you throw some cinnamon?" They're like, the little bites with the cinnamon on it, with the icing on it. I told him, I said, "Bro, man, throw that shit in there real quick for me. I want to take that shit home." And then it just hit me at the last minute. I was like, "Hey, bro, first of all, he fucked it up. He made Parmesan bites. It's not what I said." But I told myself, I said, "Bro, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it." He was like, "You sure, bro? I made it for you." I was like, "Don't even worry about it, bro. I don't want no shit. I don't want to hear no shit, bro. I really don't. I see all these people up in here eating and drinking as much as they want. But see, Charles work here now, that ain't going to be the case. Somebody going to start trying to establish rules and all this stupid shit. I'm not having it." So I told him, "Don't even worry about it, bro." I walked out, got on the bus, and came on home. I just took a cold bath. I'm too tired to fucking boil water. So like I said, I'm finna brush my teeth, probably warm up these 2 pieces of pizza, head to Walmart, and try to enjoy my little night. But we just waiting on our paycheck, that's all. Waiting on my paycheck so I can start actually thinking about different things I need to do. The number one thing is, bro, this place, cool, y'all. It's cool me. Mm. I have to finish brushing my teeth, but while I was doing that in a couple seconds, this is what I thought about. Is that I actually heard this bitch. I actually hear this bitch say, right after, the whole ring up incident, I hear this bitch tell JJ, I'm just frustrated today. I'm just frustrated. And I said, oh yeah, here we go. You just frustrated, so now you want to take that shit out on me? Y'all see what I'm talking about? And see, I'm an old school dude. I'll beat a bitch ass for no fucking reason. That say some shit like, a lot of y'all probably on my channel like, oh, whoa, he hit women. You goddamn right I do. A lot of them, they dad should have, kicked them in the ass. But you get to be 19, 20, 21 years old, never knowing what pain feel like. So you just, you lash out on people that, like I told y'all, what my dad say, you never know who the fuck having a bad day. Somebody might be having a worse day than you, man. And you pick and choose your battles wisely of who you want to bother out here. I have a natural mean mug on my face. But when y'all see me, if you ever saw me walk around in real life, all these homeless people and all these quote-unquote bums, I still treat them with respect, man, because you never know what these people going through. Some of these people will lash out and kill you, and that'll be your last day on earth. You got killed by a stinky, dirty-ass bum. So even when I pass up them niggas, how you doing, man? What's up? Or I don't even make eye contact with them. Because a lot of these dudes, man, they go through a lot of mental anguish and a lot of torture on the inside. So I seen one guy, he almost beat a dude up. He asked the dude kindly. He would say, man, would you happen to have another soda on you? Because he was stuffing his mouth with pizza. It was so disgusting. But he was just stuffing his mouth with pizza. And he asked the dude, he said, man, you got another soda on you? And the dude with the soda was just looking at him like, bro, you better keep it moving. And so the other dude was like, I get it, man. Okay, I get it. Okay? We're all struggling out here. I was going to give you some money for it. That's okay. And he just kept walking, and the other dude just looked like he was just crazy as shit, bro. So that's why I said, man, you never know. That dude was probably ready to decapitate cuz over asking that damn question. You know what I mean? Like, but that's all, like, man, that's it. I really ain't got, like I said, I'ma still make videos. The way that I talk in a manner in which I got something to talk about at all times. I'll actually talk about it right now, as a matter of fact. So if you guys don't know who Pastor Charles Dowell is, Pastor Charles Dowell, I told y'all, is a Hebrew Israelite who has communities in a couple states here in the United States. And being that he has these communities, there's been a lot of turmoil and a lot of stuff come out about this brother that is very distasteful. And I was listening to a guy named, I guess his name is Rufus, or whatever the hell his name is, where he's explaining to the people on his channel that Pastor Charles Dowell and a lot of these other people within that organization are looking at federal prison time. And why is that? Is exactly why I said from the get-go, this whole I can have 15 wives, I can have 39 kids, and none of them have social securities, none of them have birth certificates. And when the law gets involved and they like, yo, man, why these people aren't registered to the government? They, the Old Testament says, that ain't gonna work, buddy. That ain't gonna work. See, that's the problem. A lot of y'all, it's almost like, for a person like Pastor Dowell, very militaristic, right? So he sees no other way of how to live life other than by a very strict order. Well, what if that strict order ain't got shit to do with you, dog? That strict order has nothing to do with people living in 2024, okay? What you're doing is breaking the law, and you're trying to find loopholes through lawyers, through all of these different schemes, so that you can call yourself a homesteader, so you can call yourself a real Hebrew Israelite, and you from Israel and all this other dumbass shit. You sound fucking retarded. Shalom Shabbat. Nigga, you speak English, fool. Shalom. Get the fuck out of here. You speak English. You not from Israel. Stop with that dumbass stuff. I hate it. So anyway, the brother is explaining that, yeah, man, y'all are looking at y'all are committing federal crimes by not registering these kids. It's so much going on when it comes to divorce and adultery. Y'all are out of control over there. And so I'm listening to it, and I'm like, because I've heard Ringo TV, I've heard a lot of other people critique Pastor Dowell and his shortcomings, and all of them are saying, basically you are a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I do believe that to be true. I do. You spark me as a man that do a lot of lip service. And then you say, well, a real man of Yah. Nigga, just say God. Fuck out of here with that mess. A real man of Yah. It's your, what'd you say? It's your works. Nigga, I'm performing works right now. Had to take a shower, had to prepare for that. Had to get up, go charge my device. If I don't do any of these works, then I'm basically telling God and the universe, I ain't doing shit. I'm just lazy, and I want you to do it for me. And I had a friend tell me one time, the universe want to see you try. The universe don't want to see you sit around and wait on shit to come to you. And if you do that, the universe will say, okay, fine, fuck it. I'm going to take twice as long as I was already going to take because you have not made the initiative. So when this nigga Mark running around here talking about works, you need to show some works. Motherfucker. The building, you could be a reprobate and build 20 million buildings around the whole damn globe. Nobody cares. You can still be a piece of shit. And what that brother said, he said, Pastor Dowell talk way too damn much. He do. That comes off as a person, all that shit you said, then he want to make a video. Oh, all right. Well, we finna show you how to shoot some guns. Like, okay. All right. Let me show you around the community. Like, dude, you can be a piece of shit and still own all of this stuff. It does not make you a better person. I know a pastor, born again barbarian. Go check him out. He ain't running around here talking about Shabbat Shalom and all this other ignorant bull. He not showing you 10,000 buildings he got built. He not showing you, look at these rough hands. He not doing none of that shit. You live your life and you have the voice of God in you that speaks through you, thus giving you sermons, giving you things to talk about. You cannot convince me that you can have all of these people on these quote unquote communities and all of y'all see eye to eye. That don't make sense to me. I know somebody in that circle, somebody in that group is thinking like, man, I don't like the way he runs shit. You got somebody else, man, I think I could be a better leader. Man, did you see him just look at my wife? Man, you think Pastor Dowell really want to be with her? All that stuff, bro. So what sense does it make to try to have these big ass communities when you don't know what the hell people thinking? This ain't 1940 where you had less distractions, more honest people. The spirit of man wasn't as corrupted. So yeah, when that brother said that nigga, y'all looking at federal prison time, I was like, damn, that's and when I start to see that shit, which you're not gonna see it because he's probably not gonna post anything when people start going to jail and all this other stuff, and when he call him King Dowell, that's exactly what he acts like. He acts like a king, a corrupted king. Look at LeBron James, who they call King James, and you look how jacked up that motherfucker is. So that's just one more story that I wanted to talk about, was that you got some people, man, who are really good at what they do. And I don't think Pastor Charles Dowell is doing this with the intentions of like, hey, I'm really getting over on people. No, man, this is what it means to have your own mind. Because in your mind, you think you're doing right. In your mind, you think that, like he said, if the lifestyle he lives is wrong, then he's like, well, I lived a decent life. He said, but if what I'm doing is right and what you're doing is wrong, he says, man, it's going to be hell to pay the piper. For all y'all that's living in cities and you kind of know what to do, but you don't want to do it because you don't want to face criticism, boy, it's going to be a cold experience, when the world starts to turn over. But again, I just have the inclination that Charles Dowell is doing something very, very, it won't be able to be kept under wraps for very long, because you're doing a lot of stuff outside of the law. And I'm sorry, but the laws were created to follow, not for you to say, well, the Old Testament says. Shut the fuck up and get with the program. I'm out.